Hello, welcome to another edition of DBE TV News. You can watch this bulletin every week on the Department of Basic Education's YouTube channel and on OpenView channel 122. I am Tshegohatso Moagi. In our top stories this week, Deputy President Paul Mashatile praises teachers for their hard work and always going the extra mile. Presentations at the 2023 Moot Court competition described as excellent. And school soccer teams compete at the K Motsepe Football Championship Tournament. Deputy President Paul Mashatile has lauded the work done by teachers and thanked them for their selfless sacrifices as they build the nation. He was speaking during the 23rd National Teaching Awards held on World Teachers' Day, the 5th of October, at the Heartfelt Arena in Pretoria. The awards, hosted by the Department of Basic Education, are a way for the department to acknowledge the extraordinary efforts made by teachers, often in very difficult conditions. Categories in the awards included excellence in special needs teaching, excellence in secondary and primary school teaching and leadership. This year, the coveted Lifetime Achievement Kada Asmal Award went to Nomi Julia Hlahle from Gauteng, while KwaZulu-Natal took the National Best Teacher Award. Deputy President Paul Mashatile encouraged teachers to remain committed to their work and their profession.
Through this award ceremony, we recognize excellence in teaching and appreciate those who have tirelessly served and dedicated themselves to using education as a tool for social transformation and improving the quality of life of all South Africans towards a peaceful, prosperous, and democratic South Africa. Educators play a critical role in building the foundations upon which every society exists. It is a well-known fact that every successful person had a teacher who once had faith in them and helped them through their formative years. Generations of progressive teachers have impacted the transformation of education over the years. It is because of their contributions that our efforts as government have not been in vain.
This sentiment was echoed by Minister Angie Motshekga, who thanked the teachers for their efforts and dedication to changing the lives of children through education.
These for us are more than the celebrations, more than accolades, but it is an affirmation of the relentless fervor and love our educators infuse in their classrooms daily. Indeed, this year's theme, as we celebrate International Teachers' Day today, it's about transformation of education begins with teachers, which expresses the core of the endeavor undertaken by our award recipients. So beyond them disseminating education, they are torchbearers of hope, of inspiration, and the guiding principles that shape life's journey. So to each of our honored recipients, I offer my deepest congratulations. Your innovative approaches, boundless energy, and undying dedication to our students' growth have raised the bar of excellence. The futures we have developed or we have shaped, and the flames of curiosity you have kindled will light up the world for years to come.
The National Best Teacher winner, Gugu Kwabe, says she's very passionate about her job. She also spoke about the extent to which she ensures she develops her learners' characters.
Counsel my learners. I've got a psychology degree. I've got a teacher sitting in my office. They talk to me. They're my friends. I love learners. I don't want to talk too much about them because I could literally fall apart. I love them so much. So I'm a sports coach. I am a swimming coach because I want to bring inclusivity even in the sports that's known as for some races. I'm a former netball coach. I love learners holistically. And in class, I make sure that even those who are struggling, I tell them, you know what, you could be the next billionaire. You don't need to give up on your future. So I win my learners over with love. And then from there onwards, it's better to discipline them.
Kwabe says she believes her unique method to improve learners' public speaking qualities and instill discipline makes her stand out from the rest.
I communicate with parents a lot. That is key because obviously corporal punishment has been banished. I will communicate with parents. Some of the measures that I've used is having learners apologize in the school's assembly. In that way, I am dealing with their communication, improving their language speaking, because English is currently the language of teaching and learning. And especially if they did something to distort the school where everyone was watching, it just disciplines the rest of the learners to see that eventually you'll have to apologize for whatever you did. But for the most part, I stand my ground in class, but they know when I change that it must be sincere because I love them first.
Meanwhile, Minister Angie Motshekga has congratulated districts and schools who have excelled in learning and teaching. She addressed those who attended the National Education Excellence Awards, which took place a day after World Teachers' Day. These awards are a way for the Department of Basic Education to recognize the outstanding performance of districts and schools. The department also honors the hard work and dedication of officials and the educators. To other news now. Presentations made by the learners who took part in the 2023 National Moot Court competition have been described as excellent. 2 teams consisting of 8 learners from Gauteng, Limpopo and the Eastern Cape had the daunting task of presenting their arguments in a case study during the finals of the competition, which took place in front of a full bench of judges at the Constitutional Court. The annual competition is a program and a collaboration between the Departments of Basic Education, Justice and Constitutional Development, and the South African Human Rights Commission.
You have presented us with very good and persuasive arguments. And your presentations were excellent.
Some of the learners who took part in the competition have shared what they learned.
Being part of this program, it has taught me a lot, especially with regards to our constitution and how our country actually operates, and especially considering the fact that law is an option for me. So it kind of gave me that zing that, yeah, you should do law. However, we're still thinking about that. And then for the second question, it has really taught me about everything that is regarding our circle, in that we are diverse in one, and secondly how minds actually operate within, especially considering the fact that we have climate change and there are many other external factors which lead to the environment being polluted or detrimented. And then it really taught us a lot, and to understand both perspectives of arguing for the applicant and arguing for the respondent, because I feel like that is the difficult part in this competition.
Law is a beautiful thing. Justice in itself is beautiful. I think how I understand things is that I go back to where it began. Even in math, I start to understand what was the first mathematician who thought of this thinking. And with justice, it's the same thing. In order to establish fairness, you need all these rules and laws, and people need to apply them. And that is what we do today. And that is what I found. That is what I took away. And that is something that I've been doing all my life, questioning standards, questioning laws, rules, even things that society just deems okay, like female inequality or gender inequality. Society will often say things like the woman should go and work, or the woman should go and stay at home and cook. I love questioning things like that and trying to apply the laws of fairness to it. Just trying to determine what is fair is where justice started, and that is where the law started.
When we return, we find out what has been happening in the basic education sector in various provinces.
Hey learners in grade R11, feeling stuck or confused? Have you lost learning time in the last while? Well, Tswelopele is back to help you catch up. Find resources on the DBE cloud to use and share. Watch support lessons on TV or on our YouTube channel, where you will find exciting lessons in key grade R to 9 subjects. And for grade 10 to 11, have fun learning in many different subjects. Join our community of learners and teachers, parents and caregivers on Facebook, where there are tips and advice for better learning. Need help? Contact us via our WhatsApp line and get support on all your subject problems. Stay connected. You can count on us. Check out our website to find out more at www.tswelopele.org.za. Tswelopele.
Grade 12 learners are done with their preliminary examinations and have now started preparing for their National Senior Certificate exams set to start on the 30th of October 2023. Learners in the Northern Cape and the Northwest attended the Grade 12 Spring Camp during the third term school holidays to revise and prepare for the year-end examinations. Northern Cape Education MEC Zolile Monakali visited the learners in the province to encourage them to use the revision camp to the fullest in order to pass their final exams. Football teams from different schools competed for the championship position at the K Motsepe Championship Tournament at Hoërskool Becker in Magaliesburg. The football tournament is sponsored by the Motsepe Foundation together with Sanlam and is the biggest school football tournament in the country, with more than 5,000 schools participating annually. The tournament intends to develop the love for sports in young men, instilling a strong and disciplined character as well as mental fitness. The competition carries prizes for the top 4 schools, which will be used for school-related projects such as the improvement of school infrastructure, office blocks, libraries, classrooms, and sporting facilities. The KwaZulu-Natal Department of Education has raised concerns by reports that officials are allegedly selling teacher posts at Nkongolwane Primary School. The Provincial Education Department has reiterated that the advertising and filling of posts should be done diligently, according to the book, in order to ensure that the most suitably qualified personnel occupy the relevant position. In a statement, the department has called anyone with information to speak up as investigations into this matter continue.
The Department of Education in KwaZulu-Natal, we were quite disturbed when we learned from media that one of our schools, Nkongolwane Primary School in Vryheid, that the members of the SGB collaborated with the former deputy principal of one of the schools in the area, where a sum of 120,000 plus 3 cattle were paid for the post of principalship. The head of department has vowed to investigate this matter and deal with it once and for all, so that this will become a lesson, more especially to our governing bodies members, to say they can be involved in such corruption and not to be dealt with.
The Department of Basic Education is warning the youth not to fall victim to a fake Presidential Youth Employment Initiative circular making the rounds on social media. The PYEI in the basic education sector has come to an end in most provinces, and the young people are urged not to register to any fake circular they may receive. It is not yet clear whether there will be another phase of the PYEI in the sector. However, the department is urging the youth to get all the information they may need from the website. That's how we end this bulletin this week on the Department of Basic Education's YouTube channel and on OpenView channel 122. Do remember to send through your stories or comments by contacting us on our X page at DBE TV News or on Facebook, DBE TV News. Thank you for watching.